Welcome to Not Your Average Neighbor, the podcast celebrating inspiring individuals and the amazing work they do in our community. I'm Ann Roushar, your host, inviting you to join me as we shine a light on stories of resilience, connection, and good news. Let's build a neighborhood that uplifts and inspires, one story at a time. Hey neighbors, it's Ann Roushar, your hostess with the mostest of Not Your Average Neighbor. And today, my fabulous Not Your Average Neighbor is Starlet Smith, who is an Iowa native and technology professional who currently resides in Cedar Rapids. Shout out Cedar Rapids. She's a graduate of Mount Mercy University's MBA program and has been leading and or serving on community boards, groups, and committees since 2017. Starlet has a passion for people and loves to inspire with words. Her mission in life is to be a light and share her contagious and positive energy whenever and wherever she can. Please welcome my favorite human neighbor, Starlet Smith. Yay!
I'm here. Thank you for having me, and I'm so excited about this today.
Oh, me too. Me too. Thanks for the behind the scenes that we've got going on. Thanks for your patience. So,
No
because
problem.
we're not perfect. At Not Your Average Neighbor, we are not perfect. We
Right.
make mistakes and things happen all the time.
They
And we
do.
just pivot. We
Yes.
reframe. We restart. It's
Okay.
fine.
You're agile. That's what I say.
Yes, 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 absolutely. So, like I was telling you, when I think about how we met, I
Mm,
think of 2017. You reminded me,
yes.
2017, you started this amazing group called Fired Up for Single Moms.
Yes.
And it was just a safe space for
Yeah.
women to come together who were single moms
Yeah.
and be in a community together, share resources, share babysitter tips, share whatever.
Right.
And you created this group because you were a single mom and are a
Yes.
single mom, and you
Yes.
needed this. That's how neighbors do it. You
Yes.
see the need and
Yes.
you start your own thing. And so blessed to know you. And then I was the director of operations for Professional Women's Network. And
Amen.
after attending one of your like vendor fairs to kind of introduce myself, if anyone needed a realtor in the
Yeah.
area, I invited you to speak at our monthly luncheon.
You
And
did.
you
Okay.
were the pivot to
Wow.
the celebration for the women that were going back to
Oh
school
my gosh.
to receive their either associate's or bachelor's degree. And we will
Thank you.
share those resources because I believe the application is still going on right
Right.
now. So in the Cedar Rapids area, if you're within a 60-mile radius and you are going back to school to get your AA or BA or
Yeah.
a trade, it is a great opportunity. You can find out more at pwnia.org.
Nice.
Sorry, that was a lot of information. I'm going to let you talk now, Starlet.
No.
Give us a little memory of how that
Wow.
was for you.
Oh my God, you brought back some memories because a lot's happened since 2017 and we're like at 2025. So that's a lot of years, like 8 years. Yes, we met, you and I met. I believe you and Heidi, you came to one of our single mom events. And one of, like you said, we really wanted to inspire single parents in our community just to achieve greater, to help them build confidence, to accomplish things they didn't think that they could. And there were all these stereotypes and still stereotypes about single parents. Maybe they all are on, government assistance and they don't want to work or they are over. And we were like, let's stop all that. Let's change all that. And let's provide resources and a community for people so they can professionally develop, they can raise their families with confidence, and they can learn information to do great things. And you all came and gave information on how to become homeowners, how to get their credit, make sure you're checking your credit, get your credit in check, how to be confident in who you are, knowing like, I can go and buy a house, I can do this. And you all gave great information. So thank you, Ann. I'll never forget that. And then speaking for that PWN, that scholarship event, that was, you know what? I talked about women changing history. I remember that talk and standing up there in front of those women and just being able to say, hey, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And with your support, you can encourage the next person to do it. So thank you for bringing back those memories from memory lane. I won't forget it. And I think our community needs more of that now in whatever capacity. So yeah, thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, immediately when I met you, I was just attracted to your energy and your positivity. So thank
You
you
got
for
it too,
being
girl. What
you.
you talking about? Mm,
Well,
mm.
thank you. And also shout out to your mom, Chris, for
Yeah.
being an amazing role model and
Oh, yes.
inspiring you and your
Yes.
sisters to
Yes.
do amazing things. So,
Yes.
Chris
Yes.
is awesome.
That's my
She was
girl.
my mom's nurse many years ago at the nursing home.
Oh,
And yeah, yeah, yeah. So I've known Chris a long
yeah.
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for
So
sharing that. I'm gonna call her and be like, I can't even talk to me about it. I'm like, remember Ann? She taught me. Thank you for
oh,
saying
she'll
that.
remember
She
me
knows who you
because
are.
I
She
was
knows who you
always
are.
loud.
You're fun. You're fun. No, I thank you for saying that because my mom has been an amazing, incredible support, and she raised four girls on her own. She went
Yeah.
to Coe College nursing school, working a full time job at Coe College, doing her thing. Four girls. Who does that? Who raises four girls and goes to college and works? I think she had one or two jobs, but then she would come home and be like, "Y'all can do this. Now I want to see a report on XYZ," and she'd make us
Yes.
read the encyclopedia and give her report. So thank you, mom. If she watches this, thank you, mom, for
Yes.
inspiring us to do great things.
That's great. I love that. I love that you had that family dynamic and
Yeah,
she was able to show you that doing hard things is possible
it is.
and it will make you feel good too. So
I love it.
I love
Oh,
it too. So, Starlet, once I think about good news,
mm,
I was perusing the Facebook pages as I often do, and I saw you share that you
mm.
are going to be moderating at an upcoming event here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I want to
Yes.
pull up the website so we
Oh my
know
gosh.
what date it is. It will
The
be
23rd.
the 23rd, and
Yes,
it
in 2
is
weeks.
called Women Lead Change, and it's
Yes. Mm,
WLCglobal.org. Now, I remember when this event just started,
mm.
and the amazing speakers that they get as an organization, it's just it's awe-inspiring that
Wow.
we get these people who come to
Wow.
Cedar Rapids, Iowa, of all places, and you are going to be moderating one of the sessions, the side
Yes.
sessions.
Yes.
So, oh, it's called Own It. Leading with confidence, owning your own
Ooh.
leadership journey.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Tell me all about it.
Yes.
Tell us more.
So, wow. And I love that you are someone that's out there looking and tapping into different things because that is an amazing, Women Lead Change is an amazing, organization that is not only inspiring women, but also women and their allies, professionally develop, gaining leadership skills, helping us develop on our capabilities. And so I learned about Women Lead Change a couple of years ago when I was able to attend like one of the smaller events. This will be my first time attending the conference. And I'll get to that. But I attended a few years ago and I was like, wow, there's something out there that exists for women. Doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what your background is, but this is amazing. So I think that's awesome. And there's a lot of men that participate and support too, which is even more exciting. But last year through my job, my employer, I actually received a couple of nominations. And I was like, what? I received this note. And they were like, you've been nominated to participate in the Women Lead Change Elevate leadership program for women. And I was like, and they're like, if you're interested in doing it, well, we're going to cover the cost. You're going to, it's a 6-month program, and we're going to just take care of it, and you go. And so I'm like, yes, give me opportunity to learn and grow, network, and meet new people. I completed that and finished that program last November. It was life changing. And you don't know everything
Oh,
about leadership until you learn about leadership. Like I've taken leadership classes.
amazing.
Right. You've taken these leadership classes and been around people, but when you actually sit in a room and you're learning, like these are real things that happen, these are real learnings I'm getting, and you get to apply it in your daily life, you learn a lot about yourself. And so that was a great program.
Oh my
I got
gosh,
my
what
certificate in my office.
I have like goosebumps. I'm
Yes.
so happy that
Look.
people saw you. Oh,
I
I
can't even,
can't.
my background, I can't even show
Yeah.
you. I'm gonna have to send you a picture of it, but I have my certificate. Maybe you can see it
Yes.
lightweight right there. But I have that on my, it's hanging on my wall. It just certification of completion. The mayor came and shook everyone's hand, and she's also the CEO of it. But I think that opportunities like that help us not only to develop and to grow, but then we can give it back to somebody else. So then, based on that opportunity, that experience, meeting people, completing those courses, doing a project, capstone presentation, they reached out to me like, you know what? This is what they said. And I have it saved. They said, you know what? We have an opportunity for you. The Women Lead Change Conference is coming up, and your energy is unmatched. We need you to come. And I was like, you know what? I'm there. I will do it. And so it'll be a discussion with local women leaders. So it'll be like Beth Malicki, KCRG TV9. It'll be the president of Iowa Power and Light, May Farlinger. There'll be Jen, who is over at the Green State Credit Union. I believe she's I don't know what you call it. The people
Person.
person, she's the chief people officer, and then we've got Mackenzie coming in from like the Iowa City area. But it'll be a discussion, really helping to understand their story, their journey, what a leadership looked like for them, lessons they've learned, and why it's so important that we make an impact. I know I'm still talking, but I got to say this one thing.
Oh,
Leadership is more than a title, Ann, and you know this. People think they get a title and all of a sudden I'm a leader. No, no, no. Leadership is about the impact you make, how you make people feel, and how you show up each day to support and like push your people forward, develop them, and keep them going. I could talk about this all day, so I'm gonna stop. But if you have
no.
the 23rd available, I want to see you there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That is the point. We
Mm,
want people to get their butts in the
thank you.
seats
Come.
on April 23rd and it'll be
22nd and
April
23rd. Come
22nd
both
and
days.
23rd.
Come both
It's
days.
at the isn't it at the
Downtown at the DoubleTree. It's going to be a different conference rooms and then that big lower level event space. So yes, if you're free, please come. Lots of great people there.
now, can you like I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know.
I took it too
I'm
far.
like, how
Did
do
I take it
I
too
attend this? Because I need this in my life. So go to again,
Yes.
WLC Global, GLOBAL
Okay.
.org.
.org.
I mean,
.org.
just if you
Period.
go to this session,
Yeah.
you will be getting an amazing experience and inspiring. You're
Inspiring.
going to
Wow.
inspire people, all of you, with
Mm,
your words. I feel
mm.
it. I feel it. I love that
I love
energy.
it. I
And
love it.
of course they saw you. They knew you. They knew your vibe too.
You got to be
But
yourself, Anne. You got to be yourself. People want to be everybody else, but it's when you're actually yourself. I didn't mean to cut you up, but I gotta say
nope.
something. Something just hit me right. And I gotta say something. And you gotta be yourself. Like I love how you're you. Look at you. You show up. I love your colors. I love your smile. When I see Anne, I'm like, okay, go Anne. You inspire me to want to be myself. And we need
Thank
more
you.
of that because everyone wants to be someone else. But it's when you are yourself that you actually make things happen, when change
Yeah.
actually occurs, when people are actually inspired, when it's real. So I just want to throw that out there. Be yourself. So keep being you. And I'm going to keep being me, Anne. We got this. We got this.
We figured it out. But I think the quote is be yourself because everyone else is taken, right?
Ooh,
Like,
ooh. I'll write
I
that down.
mean,
I like that.
why stand in when you can stand out? And that's how I live my life every day.
Ooh.
I used to quiet myself, quiet
Mm,
my laugh, quiet my
wow.
voice,
Don't do
quiet my
that.
words, because I wanted to just be a part of the box. And
Wow.
then as you age, you enter
Wow.
the less F's given phase of your life. And it's joyful. It's a great
Yes.
place to be.
Yes. I'm proud of you.
So
I'm proud of you. Thank you for saying that.
thank you for sharing that good news with us. I'm so
Yeah.
excited to hear. Let's do lunch after so I
Yes.
can hear about the experience
I
as well,
love that. I'm
because
taking notes. Mm.
yes, for sure, for sure. So our next segment that I would like to talk
Yeah.
about is I'm going to actually throw in, I've always wanted to be a talk show host,
I love it.
obviously.
I love
I
it.
grew in the 90s where, it was like,
Mhm.
oh, and someone did say I look like Sally Jesse Raphael.
Okay, I don't see it, but you know what? You can still
I
do
was
it though.
like,
I love it.
you
Mm,
know what?
do it.
Sally back in the day, she was a fierce,
Yes. I like
fierce
her.
woman. So
Yes,
I'll
do
take
it.
it. I'll take
Hmm.
it. Okay, so the next segment that we're going
Yes.
to talk about is what's a favorite thing that you are doing in
Mm,
life, using in life, sharing in life? Like, what is a
yeah.
favorite thing that you can think of right now?
I have a lot of favorite things, but I'm going to talk about something that there's a reason why I mentioned this one. So people are like, why is she going to say this? A favorite thing, some people know, but a lot of people don't know that I'm a gamer.
A
I
gamer.
I'm a gamer.
Okay.
We've got video game systems in every major room of the house. I have a 15-year-old son. I've been playing video games since Duck Hunt, Mario Brothers, Sega Genesis back in the day. But I'm a gamer, and sometimes my sister Emerald and I get on and we play video. We have a good time. But the reason why I bring this up is because I took something that I've always liked and have been able to connect that with my 15-year-old son. And
You're
so
so lucky.
there's a yes, it definitely it's definitely that. But I will say the reason why this is important to me and it means so much to me is because I did not know that my love for gaming would not only build a stronger connection for me and him, but also for some of his friends. So if you talk to my son and you see him say, "What do your friends say about your mom?" And he's going to be like, "They think she's awesome. They think she's really cool," because they'll be in a game and they'll be like, "Hey, is your mom available? Can she jump in? Like, can she come play with us?" And I'm like, on the weekend after 6 p.m. Yes, but it's one of those things where like kids are going through so much right now, and they're going through bullying in school. Some parents aren't paying attention to their kids at home. Some kids are just
Mhm.
like identity crisis. There's so much going on. So for me to be able to be like, I get to play a game, plus my son talks to me,
Mhm.
plus his friends are like, "What's up, mom?" You know, and I'm like, hey, it kind of helps me to be like, it helps me to be able to spread this light at a different level, right? Because they love my energy. They love the fact that
Yes.
like your mom is so cool. I'm a strict mom. He don't mess when it comes to doing what I tell him to do. But at the same time, we've got to prioritize our kids and our families. The world, and you already know the world is changing. Things are happening, and we cannot afford to lose these children. So, whatever way you can connect with your
No.
children and with young people, find it and be good at it. So, I practice outside of that. I'm on YouTube looking up cheat codes. Like, I got to be real good when I go back to that game tomorrow. So then they'll want to come back and play with me. And my son is always just like, "Thanks, mom." You know, he's really shy, quiet, but thanks, mom.
Oh.
It changes the world. And so it doesn't have to be gaming, it could be cooking, it could be shopping, whatever you do, inspire somebody younger than you so they'll want to just see a little bit more light in the world. That's my favorite thing right now. I'll say that.
Well, you are doing a tremendous job raising that young man.
Playing video games.
Quite, he is quite the
He's cool.
human, and that is all thanks to
He's
you and
cool.
your family.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
I say you're lucky because my son would not, he'd be like, no, immediately, no, you are not gaming with me. But that's okay. I don't love it.
You're like, what? It's not for everybody, but it's what we found, right?
Yes, you're so lucky. So I need to find something else. I mean,
Yes. Yes.
we are of the same human, but we don't have a lot
Yeah.
in common other than
Mm.
I don't know.
You'll
We have
find it.
we have commonalities, but it's
You'll
more
find
that
it.
our genes are very strong.
Okay, okay. But you'll find, and it doesn't have to be, that's what people, it doesn't have to be mind blowing. It doesn't have to be huge. It could be reading. Maybe you both have a love for reading books, or whatever that thing is, just find
Yes.
that. Maybe take them for coffee. Like you go with your girlfriends, we're going to go for coffee. Try doing that with your kids. Take them to Starbucks
Right.
and just go in. Do you want to just read a magazine or just look at people's shoes? Whatever you can do, just find a way to inspire these young people who are just
Yes. They
not
need
always
it.
struggling, but they need a light. Give them something that they can take back to school and give to others, right?
Now, I'm thinking right now also, your son Christopher is, tell me about the committee he's on with the city of Cedar
Oh,
Rapids.
yes. So there's a little bit of back. And you know, I'm a talker. You can't ask me no question and get a straight answer. I always have to tell you about what
I love
happened
it.
before. And you know who did
No,
it and who was where. And remember, that's when I got to give you the whole like tea. Okay, where's my tea at? So in 2020, so after the tragic George Floyd incident, the city of Cedar Rapids spun up something called the Citizen Review Board. And so that Citizen Review Board was a oversight committee that looked at different data sets and data points for the Cedar Rapids Police Department. And so I chaired that. I chaired that board for the first couple of years, I want to say, and I believe that there were different groups in the community that really advocated advocates for social justice and others that advocated the city to spin that up. And so my son would actually come to some of those meetings with me because I didn't have time to drop him off at home after work. But
Mhm,
he'd be
mhm.
sitting there while we're having discussions with the chief of police, or we had to go present to city council our plans for the year. And he'd be in the courtroom with us down at City Hall, just watching and looking. And then we got to meet some really amazing officers that we built good relationships with, right? And so that was something unexpected. We built real relationships during a time where trust was broken between
Yes.
our community members and police officers. And so
Yes.
I'm just mind blown that we learned about this program that the Cedar Rapids Police Department does offer for youth ages 14, I believe, to 21. You got to have a good background. You have to be interested in learning about, safety and, public service and things like that. But he is a part of this program. It is called the Cedar Rapids Public Safety Cadets. And so they train 6 hours a month, 2 days a month at the Cedar Rapids Police Department. And then they actually go out and volunteer and do work in the community to help inform others of this program, to help inspire the youth. Hey, you can do this, you can do good things, you can change the world. And so he's out there with his uniform. And just yesterday, they were out at Matthew 25 helping out getting the garden ready. This past weekend, they were doing some like fundraising in the neighborhood that they'll use that money to go somewhere. But just seeing these young people, and like there's some that are 18, some are in college, some are 20, some are about to go to the military, some are 14, just becoming like a teenager for real, seeing them
Mhm.
with their uniforms on, standing next to officers and learning about how to be respectful, how to help others, how to do the right thing. I'm like, that's my son. My son don't talk a whole lot. He observes and then he'll come home and be like, guess what I saw? But he won't tell me like everything, but he will
Right.
talk to me. But to see him out there like, wow, like that, it's he's not the only young man of color that's ever been in this group, but he's the only young man, he's the only Black young child and teenager youth that's in that group right now. So when I see that, I'm seeing like, you're not only representing yourself, you're representing
Mhm,
other Black boys that look like you in this situation. So shout out to the police department for what they've got going on for these youth, and shout out to the
mhm.
parents that are dropping them off, because I feel like an Uber driver. And thank you for asking, Ann, because it's important we highlight what our kids are doing.
Absolutely. And how do people learn more about having
Yes.
their kids join?
Yes. Reach out to me. You can
Reach
find me
out
on
to you.
LinkedIn because I have a son who has a whole presentation ready, a card. He will come and meet with them, and he will tell them, reach out to me.
Oh,
I'll
I
connect you with my son, or you can reach out to Officer Sean Burks at the Cedar Rapids Police Department. You can just contact the police department, say, I want my kid to learn more about the cadet program. They'll even come present to schools. They've been to Kennedy, they've been to Marion, they went to Kirkwood Community College and presented to some college students in the criminal justice program what they do. So reach out. I'll connect you with whomever you need to connect with, but support
I
the
love it.
people, support them, because what else they gonna be out there doing, causing trouble and spending my money? No, girl. Just
Nobody
saying.
got time for that.
No, at all. I'm not about to do that, so keep them busy. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm trying
Well,
to be.
that like I said, I see you, and you're not a big social media person, and I get
No.
that. You keep your close to your vest, but sharing your son's
Yes.
triumphs is not something that you, nor should you ever hold back on. And it is just really impressive to see. And I hope that this
Yes.
inspires another young
Yes.
person to
Please.
go at least listen
Yes.
with Star's son, or
Yes.
reach out to the Cedar Rapids Police Department,
Please
because
do.
now more than ever, we
Yes.
need good humans that are doing things like this in our community. So
You're right.
congratulations.
Thank
Tell
you.
your son way to go. And just briefly to end this favorite thing, what's your
Yes.
favorite game right now that you're playing?
So it's not a new game and it's not a favorite, but the one that I'm trying to learn more about is Fortnite. And I've never really gotten into it. It's too
Yeah.
colorful for me. And I've always just been like, eh. But my niece has been like playing it, and like she plays it with her mom, and then my son jumps in. So now I'm getting into the party. So I have to
Good.
learn this Fortnite so that I can connect with the kids who are playing that. So just pray for me, be patient with me, because I'm more of a Call of Duty. I'm more action fat. I'm more of
Yeah.
a I'm on that side of the, but I'm trying and I'm learning.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I'm being pressured to start my own YouTube channel so people can watch me game because I'm very dramatic and I can't
Oh
help
my
it.
God,
I
I
just go
love it.
crazy. So just pray for me, okay?
Well, I love it. And let me know because my son is a
Yes.
gamer and does that Call of Duty stuff. And he's very animated as well.
I might send you my screen name to send over so we can, jump in. Yes. Okay.
You might and you it might be a good connection for him to make
Nice.
actually.
Nice. I
So
love it.
yeah, share that with me.
I will. I will. I will send that to you. I love that, Ann. Thank you. You're so fun. Thank you for doing this.
Well, I hate to say that we're like running out
Why?
of time, but we
Oh my
are, but
gosh.
that's okay because it's been so fun already.
Yes.
Our last segment that we will talk about is shout out a neighbor that inspires you.
Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking about this, Anne, and so for me, I got to think through this. I got to process. What I got?
Yes.
30 seconds. Give me my time. I
No,
got.
no, no. You have a
Okay.
couple minutes. No, no,
Okay.
no. We're not.
I need 5 seconds. Okay, so when I want to shout out a neighbor, I want to think about because you can shout out anyone, and a lot of people need a lot of support and
Yes,
highlights
and
right
need
now.
to know that they're being seen as well,
They're being
because
seen. Yes, yes. Here's my thing though. I like to shout out people that are doing things without getting something in return. There's no benefit coming to them. They're doing it
absolutely.
just that's what I want to start with today. I want to shout out everybody, but today I want to focus on those people that are I'm doing something good and no one is. So I want to start with you. You're doing this new podcast and you are out here being your authentic, vibrant, lovely self and you're getting people excited about just positivity going on in our neighborhood with people that we know. And so I'm giving you that first shout out. I got two of them.
Thank you.
I have to give that to you. You go, girl. And I hope I get to come back at your 500th
You
episode,
you know you
500,
will.
500 episode. The second person I want to shout out is there's a lady at my church, and her name is Mother Anna Mims, and she has been cooking for people and praying for people and doing all these selfless things for people for many years. And people don't know this. My son would not eat my dinner. I would cook dinner, he would not eat because of the fact that he was so frustrated with the fact that I would not make chicken nuggets all the time and so I would make other dinners and he'd be like, I'm not eating that. And he just wouldn't eat. So I went to church and I'm like, he won't eat my food. I don't know what to do. And she was like, I'll make him something on Sunday and send it home. And she's been cooking for my son. He eats my food now. Don't get me wrong. He eats my food
Yeah.
now. He loves it. But she's been cooking for him for almost 10 years. Macaroni
Oh my
and cheese.
gosh.
She hand makes him chicken tender, just these little things. And she doesn't have to do that. And she doesn't want the credit. If she heard this, she'd probably be like, I don't want my name out there. But it's people like that. When you're sick, she's like, I'm sending you soup. When it's your birthday, here's a card. Just doing something without wanting anything in return. Thank you for her inspiration. Thank you for your inspiration. Keep doing these good things. I love it. And I'm so proud of you. I really am.
Oh, thank you, honey. I just appreciate again you saying yes to the opportunity. And I know that people will be inspired when they leave, when they end this recording.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll listen to it again and again.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
feel like there are so many good nuggets in here, so I
Oh,
really, really
yeah.
appreciate it. I
Thank you.
did want to shout out to one of my friends well, two of my friends, my
Yes. Do it.
uh, very dear friend Matthew Salger. He
Ooh.
has been sharing and really supporting this journey for me, and so I just can't thank him enough. I really appreciate his support.
Love
And
that.
then my friend Heidi Hora. She has listened to every episode and she wrote my first review
What?
on Apple Podcasts. And she said, so excited for this. I liked your comment about realtors volunteering three
Oh,
times more than other people.
ooh,
And she said, I think you volunteer 100 times more, which
you
is
do that.
very nice. But
You do.
that was my first review. So it only helps when we like, follow, share,
Yes.
listen. And if you guys could send a review, this is a great podcast to review, by the way.
I'm going
Like,
to do it. I'm going to review. I'm a fan. I'm in it now. I'm here. Good for
oh,
you.
again, Star,
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you. And let's get
Yes.
coffee
Let's
and
do it.
lunch after to recap your moderation because I know
Yeah.
it's going to be epic. And I just love you. Thank you so
You're
much.
great. Thank you for having me. I will see
You
you again soon, my friend.
You bet. You bet. Okay, friends, don't forget, like, follow, share, listen, review, all the things. Not Your Average Neighbor. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and coming soon, YouTube, I believe. So there's no reason why you don't deserve some good news in your life. And this is a perfect example of what I'm trying to do. So
I love it.
everyone, we'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Bye, neighbors.
Neighbors.